Oh, it's reading the dogs. Right. Life magazine come out in 1972, and from 78 to 2000 it ran as a monthly. Okay. So, right. And this guy, George Story, was an American journalist. As a baby, being cradled by a doctor, he was featured on a photo insert in the inaugural issue of Life, dated November 23rd, 1936. Captioned under the photograph were the words, "Life begins." Story grew up to become a journalist and later on a city manager. A married man, he spent his retirement years in Hawaii. Story died of a cardiac arrest on April 4th, 2000, just a month after Time Inc. announced it would cease regular publication of Life with the May issue. Fittingly, the last issue of Life was titled "A Life Ends," featuring his story and how it had intertwined with the magazine over the years. So, a birth and a death. Right? Look, the George Michael story. No, it's not one. George Story Library. No. See if we can find anything more on him. Oh, I've got the wiki on him. Oh, I've got it in a book as well. I've got a book here. Fucking just a compilation, stupid fucking compilation book. But yeah. It says in the book, it says the same thing, but when the American magazine, it's difficult to read like, but when the American magazine Life launched in 1936, its first cover featured a newborn baby, George Story, with the strapline "Life Begins." Having won a reputation as the Life baby, Story continued to feature in the magazine, and readers were told about his 2 marriages, his becoming a dad, and his retirement. Story's face also appeared in the final issue of the magazine in May 2000 with the headline "A Life Ends." Curiously, he died from heart failure just a few days later, his life story mirroring that of the magazine almost exactly. Right, a birth and a death, and his name's George Story, and it's journalism, right? Media. Right, okay? Right, I think I'll close that down. Right? Here. Wanking the word. Right? Publisher, another printing media person, right? Wanking the Word died 1534, was a printer and publisher in London known for his work with William Caxton, and is recognised as the first to popularise the products of the printing press in England. Look, Winking the Word was a German immigrant to England. There is some confusion in documentary sources as to the correct form of his name, which is given in the forms. Winking the Word, blah blah blah. It is given 15 times in the Sacristan Roll of Westminster Abbey, and his city records as variants of lots of variants. So, look, the word was likely born in either Worth am Dessau in Alsatia or Worth am Rhein in Palatinate. See, traditionally it is believed to have accompanied Caxton to England, and more recently it's been argued that the word actually, see, it's just, they don't know, basically, it's all bullshit. But Wanking the Word, and here's his curious plaque. The fucking big fucking sun fucking facey bastard thing on it there. Wanking the Word, father of Fleet Street. Winking the Word, it's wanking. They're just taking the piss, aren't they? Right? So it's like fucking big secret fucking club. George Story. He was born when Life magazine started. He died just as it fucking ended. A life began. It's wanking the word. They don't know when he was born, where he was born, whether it's his real name. Whether it's just all dodgy. Just dodgy. Yeah, it's... Hey, so... Right, then you get the Oculus, right? Sorry. Go to this first, right? Right, I did a vlog the other day on this place. The Oculus. Which is the World Trade Center Transport Hub. It's a fucking bus station. And this along the top, that opens, that in the centre of it, the line going down, that's like a skylight, and that opens once a year on September 11th. Right? But you look up the word Oculus, like they're saying it's like a bird taking off, and it's an eye really, isn't it? An Oculus, you look up the meaning of the word Oculus. An Oculus, from Latin, oculus, eye, it's Latin for eye, is a circular opening in the centre of a dome or in a wall originating in antiquity. It is a feature of Byzantine and neoclassical architecture. It is known as a ciel de boeuf from the French, or simply a bullseye. The oculus was used by the Romans, widely used in the architecture of the Byzantine Empire. It was applied to buildings in Syria. Since the revival of dome construction beginning in the Italian Renaissance, open oculi have been replaced by light-transmitting cupolas and other round windows, openings and skylights. They can be seen in the pediments of Palladio's Villa Rotunda, though not in the dome. Use of oculus windows became more popular in Baroque architecture, and one can be seen in the dome of Thomas Jefferson's Rotunda at the University of Virginia. So yeah, so Oculus means that. But the Oculus building, right, so we just flick back to World Trade Center, and there's the Oculus again. And the bit I want to get to about the Oculus though is about the births and deaths, as if it's some kind of symbology, a part of the ceremony, and they have to do it. Here's the transportation hub, and this, it mentions in the wiki article that, well, it went massively over budget. I've done a full vlog about it. You just read up on it yourself if you're interested. Notable incidents. 3rd of October, the first birth inside the Oculus occurred. A woman was walking through the station with her husband when she went into labour, eventually giving birth on the floor. Another woman had previously given birth inside the Old Path station. In August 2015, a few months later, the first death inside the Oculus occurred. A woman from New Jersey, Jerry Santos, fell to her death from an escalator. News reports initially said she was trying to retrieve a hat dropped by her sister, but lost her balance and fell. It was later revealed that she was pretending to be flying whilst lying on the escalator's handrail. After her death, there was some focus on the height. Blah, blah, blah. But a birth, a death. And then we Mr. George Story and your magazine there, and wanking the word. It's a fucking big game, and ceremony after ceremony. I'd have laughed myself if I'd have heard myself a couple of years ago. I'd have laughed at myself here, but the more I look into it, the more I realise it is fucking like that. stuff that is just called hocus pocus. It's very real. Right. Catch you all later, take care, right? Just thought I'd give you something to think about there. I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? All weird, and I just keep finding more and more links on it, but I'll just leave it at that for now, right? Because I'm still batting into it.